it's a very like deep song for us. It's, as you know, Tasi, every song we release, we we love to have meaning to it. We don't just release for the sake of releasing. So this song was a song that was written from my dad to mum. Yeah, it was written it's actually about my mum, or our mum. So yeah, it's a very, it's a sensitive topic to talk about.
Guys, the time right now is 43 minutes after 8. So it's 42 minuti ana tale to live. Mo le nei tau. Malo lava lun sa ile pa ia malo la fia le ala usu fo ingaluenga. Everybody heading into town for work. And not forgetting all the kids heading into examinations today. Malo lava. Well, we have one of the Usos in with us this morning. Lucia Gabriel. Good morning, brother.
Morning, brother. Thank you for having me, and my apologies for being late. Traffic Samoa. So
that's all right.
It's finally good to be able to come in properly and do an interview. Sorry.
And the other half of us didn't come because he got married in the weekend.
I'm not sure.
He's enjoying
himself.
No,
he did get married. We were all there.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, before we jump into the new song and before we talk about it, you guys have been doing quite well overseas in New Zealand. The song we played earlier, My Lady, has just charted, and not forgetting Malia that just charted. Can we talk a little bit more about that? And how the success is being so far?
Yeah, no, thank you for the question. So, we've been doing. I'd like to think we've been doing quite well in New Zealand. Been very fortunate enough to be able to have a great team behind us. Obviously, with Q on board and the OZKI team, we've been able to try and because our goal for the past few months has been to try and tap into the New Zealand market.
Yeah.
So we've been able to create songs, go into studio and record our own music and try and release it out and try and get into that New Zealand market. Because as we all know, it's very hard to kind of get into that market, into that mainstream market. So with the past two releases that we've had, they've charted on the New Zealand top 20.
Yeah, nice.
We had My Lady sitting at number 6, and Malia, which is a Samoan track. For that to be on the top 20, it's a huge deal for us.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done it without our team and the support of our listeners. Yeah, so been really lucky.
But it's good that you guys are always keeping busy. It's been a long, road. Because I remember I saw a lot when you guys used to perform a birthday. I've been to a couple of birthday parties you guys performed at, and family fun days. There was a big thing that happened over there, Aliki. Probably back in 2014, I was there, and you guys were also performing.
Man. We've done so many shows over the past few years. I mean, 16 years is a long time for us to be at OZKI. We've been in the game for a while, and we're so blessed to be able to be at the level that we're at now, and then to be able to kind of go to New Zealand, and rebrand ourselves and just to change our image and things like that, and to rename ourselves as OZKI and no longer OZKI Band. It's just us trying to, take another step up and trying to tap into, the New Zealand market.
Different markets.
Just different markets, because I feel like we've done well within our Samoan market. So we're just trying to explore other different markets to try and expand our talent. So, we wouldn't have been able to do it without the man here himself.
Q here in the studio,
Myself, we've been really, really lucky to have him, guide us through the whole process, because it's not easy. Q's made us aware of that, and he's definitely put us to work. But it's all been worth it, so we're really blessed and lucky.
Tell us about the track. Has this song Q been released in New Zealand?
It will be soon, but this is an exclusive release here for Airwaves here. This is the first time it's been played publicly. But it will be released in a couple of weeks. We're just waiting on a few other elements before we can get it out there. But we're releasing it here in Samoa today through airwaves, and then we'll do the promo for in New Zealand. And then the song will actually drop on all streaming platforms in a couple of weeks' time.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, besides that, that's what a manager does. This is such exciting stuff. Oh, I'm so impressed. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, that is so awesome, Q. All lined up. But yeah, we are the first to hear it. So what is the name of the song? What is it in English? Just for us Kiwis.
Actually, that's a really good question. It's actually, so the whole song was penned and poetically written and metaphorically written by Sia, so the boy's father. This was a learning journey for me as I'm still trying to connect with my own heritage here in Samoa. I know that Fuifui Sisina is what is the white suds when waves crash and you see that white bubbling on the surface of the ocean and the water, and when rivers, waves and streams hit together, it's kind of a metaphorical representation of conflict, the issues that we face in life, is how that context has been written. And then once you see all that white sud at the surface of the water, it slowly just kind of dissolves away into stillness and calmness.
Wow.
And that's just basically, again, metaphorically representing that even after a heavy storm, that things will kind of just die down and just kind of will just calm into a level of reverence, a level of stillness. And that's the hope that it can be reflected upon our own lives, that despite the fact that we live in such chaotic lives, that it is important to be still. It's important that we sit in that reverence and kind of reflect and become better people. And so, the song has been beautifully written.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Lovely.
Yeah, so in the context of the song, so it's the hook of the song, the chorus, it's talking about the two rivers that hit each other. It's actually here in Samoa.
Yeah.
And then the last line is where the suds go, the Fuifui Sisina will stream down Whangaloa.
Yeah.
And it just dissolves and just withers away.
Yeah.
In Whangaloa. So there's these two rivers apparently that kind of connect, and then it just flows down. And so that's the metaphorical representation of one's love for another.
Nice.
It's a very deep song for us. It's, as you know, Tasi, every song we release, we we love to have meaning to it. We don't just release for the sake of releasing. So this song was a song that was written from my dad to mum. Yeah, it was written about. It's actually about my mum, or our mum. So it's a very it's a sensitive topic to talk about. So.
It's beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful song.
Please make sure that you guys connect to the boys' page. Social media platforms will definitely release snippets there, and also an official drop date. And you can access it on Apple Music. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on SoundCloud, and all of that kind of stuff. We're really excited for the drop. We also can't wait for the rest of Samoa and New Zealand and everywhere else around the world to listen to the track. I also want to acknowledge that there's you would have heard a live saxophone that's featured on it. So part of that depth of the context of the song is making sure that we can also make it current, relevant by getting live elements. And we want to just acknowledge Tabani, who was the saxophone player, who was Kenyan, who helped kind of amplify the song with his talents. And that's what we're all about. We're all about making sure that we can amplify other people and network with others. He also plays with Three Houses Down, and a lot of, and a whole lot of other artists back home in New Zealand. So he's a real talented guy. So thank you so much, Tabani.
Just a big mahalo, and thank you to you, Sifa, Jay and Tasi here at Eyespy Radio for having us on board. Thank you again to Samoa. It's always good to be back home and be able to see that our music's still being played here in Samoa, which is a true blessing for us. So thank you guys, and just continue to listen to our music. We've got a lot of new content coming through, within the next 12 months, and we were so excited to be able to share that with everyone. And make everyone proud here back home.
That's right. You guys said you've already planned out. Again, this is what a real manager does.
Yeah.
He's already planned out the next 12 months, and there's a lot of exciting things happening, eh?
And yeah, there are a lot of things lined up for the boys. We're excited that in the next 12 months, they're committing to releasing 2 songs every 2 months, one English-speaking song, but also one Samoan song to keep our home and our ainga engaged back here in Samoa. It's really rare, and it's also quite an ambitious strategy.
That was from Sunday.
Yeah, still recovering. But yeah, so they've got a lot of work to do, and so yeah, we're really excited for what the boys are going to produce in the next 12 months.
Oh, so exciting. And again, just for if you were living under a rock and you just didn't know where it all started, it started right here. It started right here at Why Not, where we are based right out there in the driveway.
We've actually got Jay here who can explain the story to us again of how this all started.
How it happened.
Also recovering from Sunday.
We all are.
I was telling the story. I think we had the bar downstairs, and I think it was I think Malia was there. Said someone else wanted to come in, and just to talk about setting up a band.
Yeah.
And so I came down that evening. I sat down. These guys sat down. Then we had the meeting. Then when they left, Malia came back and said, "Oh, those weren't the guys."
Yeah.
It was actually someone else that I was supposed to meet, but we ended up.
Those were the wrong guys.
Yeah.
But
We were young as well.
Yeah. How good was that though? We were blessed. We were blessed after that. With this amazing talent, and just seeing these guys grow has been awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. It's real. It's kind of surreal being, that the station is now in the place where it kind of all started for us.
Oh man! And you guys were
crazy.
AJ was
We were still
just
in
turned
school.
16.
AJ was still in school
He was
then
going
as
to
well.
Robert Louis. You had just turned 19.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, but yeah, they were still and they were working at the bar, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry. I take back the ages. They were 21 and 21.
We were legal.
Well, there you have it, guys. OZKI here with us, with Lesungaya Q here with us this morning. Also, it's nice hearing your voice, boss, on Radio Sua. But now we're going to head back into the music. Once again, don't forget to follow and subscribe us on social media and, of course, on YouTube so you can check out our new song. The new song that was released here at Eyespy, Fue Sisina, will be released very, very soon on our social media. But here it is once again.